Wukong, the Monkey King, a name that strikes fear into the hearts of enemies and inspires hope in allies. This legendary warrior has always been a popular choice in the game, and for good reason. He is a versatile champion, capable of dominating the battlefield with his unique blend of mobility, disruption, and damage. This essay is your guide to unlocking Wukong's true potential. We'll explore the strategies and tactics that will turn you into an unstoppable force. Get ready to master the Monkey King and conquer your enemies. To master Wukong, you need to understand his strengths. Wukong's kit is designed for aggression and outplay potential. His passive ability, Stone Skin, grants him bonus armor and regeneration after taking damage. This makes him surprisingly durable in skirmishes. His Q, Crushing Blow, enhances his next auto attack, dealing bonus damage and reducing the enemy's armor. This ability is crucial for winning trades and bursting down targets. Wukong's W, Decoy, is where the real trickery begins. It allows him to become invisible briefly, creating a clone that attacks nearby enemies. Use this to escape ganks, reposition in fights, or set up mind-blowing plays. His E, Nimbus Strike, is your primary engagement tool. Wukong dashes to a target, dealing damage and applying on-hit effects. Finally, his ultimate ability, Cyclone, is where the chaos truly unfolds. Wukong spins his staff, dealing damage and knocking up enemies around him. Use this to disrupt team fights, initiate engagements, or secure kills. Choosing the right items is crucial for maximizing Wukong's potential. In the early game, prioritize items that enhance his dueling power and sustain. A Doran's Blade or Doran's Shield can provide a good starting point depending on your lane matchup. As you progress into the mid-game, consider building items like Black Cleaver and Death's Dance. Black Cleaver's armor reduction synergizes perfectly with Wukong's kit, allowing him to shred through tanks and fighters. Death's Dance provides a mix of damage, cooldown reduction, and a unique passive that converts a portion of the damage taken into a bleed effect, delaying burst damage and increasing Wukong's survivability. For late game dominance, items like Guardian Angel, Sterax, Gauge, and more of Malmortius provide a balance of damage, survivability, and utility, making you a formidable force in team fights. The early game is all about gaining an advantage and setting yourself up for success. Wukong excels at level 2 with the unlock of his Decoy W ability. Use this to your advantage by engaging in short trades and using Decoy to avoid retaliation. Focus on farming efficiently and harassing your opponent whenever possible. Look for opportunities to use your Nimbus Strike, E, to close the gap, land a Crushing Blow, Q, and then escape with Decoy, W, before the enemy can react. If your jungler ganks, coordinate your abilities to secure the kill. Remember to manage your wave and track the enemy jungler's movements. A well-timed gank can quickly turn the tide of the lane in your favor. As the game transitions into the mid and late game, your focus should shift towards team fighting and objective control. Wukong truly shines in chaotic team fights, where he can disrupt the enemy team and pick off vulnerable targets. Look for opportunities to flank or engage from unexpected angles, using your decoy or W to create confusion and sow chaos. Your ultimate cyclone can be a game changer in team fights. Use it to disrupt the enemy team, peel for your carries, or initiate engagements. Remember to communicate with your team and coordinate your abilities. A well-timed Wukong ultimate can easily swing a team fight in your favor. Charges, Section 6. Teamfight Tactics. Wreaking havoc in the chaos. In the heat of a team fight, your role is to disrupt, distract, and eliminate high-value targets. Don't be afraid to dive into the enemy team with your ultimate cyclone. Use it to knock up as many enemies as possible, creating chaos and disrupting their formation. While your team focuses on the front line, look for opportunities to flank and eliminate their backline carries. Your Nimbus Strike, E, and Decoy, W, make you incredibly mobile, allowing you to weave through the fight and reach your targets with ease. Remember, timing is everything. Entering a fight too early or too late can be disastrous. Assess the situation, communicate with your team, and strike when the iron is hot. Sadashi, Section 7. Positioning. The art of striking and escaping mastering. Wukong's positioning is crucial for both offense and defense. Inland, position yourself near your minions to avoid ganks. Use your decoy, W, to scout pushes or juke enemy abilities. In team fights, look for flanking positions that allow you to engage when the enemy is distracted. Your Nimbus Strike, E, can be used to quickly close gaps or escape over walls if needed. Remember, Wukong is a melee champion. You need to be close to the action to deal damage, but don't be reckless. Choose your engagements carefully and always have an escape route in mind. Xiannakuja, Section 8. Common mistakes. Avoiding Wukong's pitfalls. Even experienced players make mistakes. One common mistake is using decoy W too early. Wait for the enemy to commit to an attack before using it to dodge their abilities and gain the upper hand. Another mistake is diving too deep into the enemy team without vision or backup. Remember, Wukong is not invincible. While he can be deceptively tanky, he can still be bursted down if caught out of position. Finally, many players underestimate the importance of communication. Wukong's ultimate can single-handedly win team fights, but only if it's used at the right time and in coordination with your team. Thus says Section 9. Conclusion. Master the monkey. Conquer the game. Wukong is a challenging champion to master, but the rewards are well worth the effort. By understanding his strengths and weaknesses, mastering his kit, and implementing the strategies outlined in this essay, you too can become an unstoppable force on the battlefield. Remember to practice, experiment, and most importantly, have fun. Now, go forth and unleash the Monkey King's fury upon your enemies.